Today on What Do You Want to Tell the World, I'm going to give you all the inside information on Santa Claus. It's Christmas on What Do You Want to Tell the World today. I'm going to read you a little Christmas story. It's just, I love them. Hello?
Hello, is this Johnny?
Yeah, it's Johnny.
Johnny, we might have a problem here.
What's the problem?
Well, I think you know, Santa's in training. Can't tell others about them being in training.
I didn't tell anybody, did I?
Well, we've been computing and we've been looking over our paperwork and it looks like Billy Anderson has found out that you're a Santa in training.
How did he find out?
That's why I'm calling you. I think you might have let, the gift out of the bag, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, no. Well, what can I do about it?
Let me confer with the helping board, and I'm gonna have to get back to you. But you may be on some type of training probation.
Okay, well, thanks for calling.
All right. Keep it under your hat.
Okay.
Your Santa hat.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you soon.
Okay. Oh no, what did I do? That's not good at all. So I was just going to tell a quick story about, Christmas time in Pennsylvania, and I was going to read a quick Christmas poem, if you will. But I guess now that the story's out, I guess I might as well tell it, huh? Well, as you might have heard, I'm a Santa Claus. Santa Claus in training. I'll tell you how that works. So, I'm not supposed to tell anybody this, but I'm going to tell you, okay? When you go Christmas time and you get to see Santa Claus, he's the real guy. It's the real deal. 100% Santa Claus. There's a whole word to use, but there's a whole team of us, a whole flock of us, a whole gaggle of us, a whole Santa-rific, Santa Clausy, Santa Clausic tribe of Santas. And I know I shouldn't tell you the story, but since I told Billy, I might as well tell everybody. Okay, here's how it works. So, a long time ago, and I can tell you when it was. It was the year 2000. You can ask your parents about the year 2000. Well, 1999-2000, I went to a place called Morgantown, West Virginia to celebrate New Year's. And when midnight struck, of course on many New Year's nights, like there often is, there was a shooting star. And something really weird happened to me. I can't really describe what happened to me, but all of a sudden, I wasn't where I was. Okay? And I was there for a long time. And there were these, not people, there were these kind of like short little Spock-looking with pointy ears kind of people. They talked to me. They told me some stuff. They told me some things. And they kept asking about my beard. Telling me about my beard and how beautiful my beard was. So I was like, okay, cool. They said, listen, we're going to put you in this program. And I was like, what's the program? And I was like, and why me? And they're like, well, because we can tell that you have the Christmas spirit. And I was like, oh, yeah, of course I have the Christmas spirit. I'm Johnny. I love Christmas. Christmas is the greatest. And, well, they told me some things, and they made me sign some papers, and they made me do some things, and they made me swear on my heart that I would never tell this story, but I had to tell this story to a kid who just he didn't believe. And how else can you convince somebody that just doesn't believe what is going on by just telling them what's up, telling them the truth, telling them what the deal is. So, and you heard by that phone call, I'm in a lot of trouble. So I guess I might as well just let the gift out of the bag, so to speak, and I guess I'm gonna tell you guys what this is all about. So, the year 2000, when it happened, it was 11:59, and then here in the world, it was 12 midnight. But when I looked up at the shooting star, and then I saw I was somewhere else, like I said, with the elves. I signed the paperwork and I did the stuff, and they told me I could never tell this story ever again. And here I am telling it. So I hope everyone appreciates me telling this story. So here's the nitty-gritty of it. Here's how it works. Here's how it works if you're a Santa in training. It works like this. First things first, I'm not ready yet. See my beard? It's not nearly gray enough. See that? My mustache isn't big enough. But it's getting there. It's starting to go gray a little bit. See this little bit of gray in here? When my beard finally gets to be all gray, that's when the next step in the process happens, and I get to go and I get to be the Santa you see at the mall somewhere, or at maybe Santa comes and visits you before Christmas. Well, that's where all the guys like me that are in training, that's what we do. That's where we go, and that's what we do for a while. And that's our gig for a while. And then every year at Christmas time, obviously, one guy can't pull this off. It's impossible. So is there one Santa Claus? I honestly don't know the answer to that either. They don't tell you that. But I do know that every year, one guy, he gets his run. He gets to do his thing. He gets to go out and he gets to ride the sleigh. He gets to do the North Pole thing. And I guess it's a dream for all of us to do that one day. And you get one run, and then that's it. And then you get to retire from being a Santa Claus in training. But it's always here. It's always in your heart if you're a Santa Claus. So part of my job as being a Santa is I'm supposed to read you this story. Maybe you've heard it before, maybe you haven't before. I'll do my best to read it for you. I'm not the best reader in the world, but let's see what I can do for you, okay? 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave luster of midday to objects below. when what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursets they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all! As leaves that before wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothing were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook like he laughed when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to work and filled all the stockings and turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside to his nose and giving up a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him explain, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Merry Christmas from me and mine to you and yours.